What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 22 of Acumen Wrestling. If you're joining us for the first time, the rules are simple. Vote along on who you think will win each match, get the most right at the end of the show, and you get to decide a match in the very next show. Of course, this airs live on Twitch here, Dose of Nerd Acumen's Twitch channel, every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the time being, meaning that we may change in the future. But as for right now, we are airing live every Wednesday. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to want to make sure to catch us live every Wednesday. So again, thank you all for joining us here for our NAW wrestling show. We got 6 amazing matches lined up here tonight, and I hope you all vote along and do well. This will be the final week that we're playing 2K18, as this card was already booked from last week before the game came out. But next week we will be playing a little bit of 19. I do have it. I've been setting some things up. We're about halfway through designing and creating everything. So we should be good by next week to launch the new game. So exciting, because there's a lot of cool new features that I want to check out. But let's get on with the first match of the evening here. We have a 4-way Battle Royal match. The horror, House of Horrors, if you will. We have Freddy Krueger, Zinder, Mike Myers, and Jason Voorhees. Get your votes in now, chat. iRob with Zinder. And welcome, Locke. Welcome, other Rob.
Freddy Krueger.
Andrea voting for Freddy. So again, get your votes in now. And again, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. So if you checked out our Facebook page, if you go to groups and then search for Nerd Acumen Wrestling, NAW, you can find all the latest news and follow all the events as things unfold here. We just announced today the official date, October 30th, for the next pay-per-view event, and it's called Devil's Night, very fittingly, of course. The good Rob is here. Well, both Robs are here. So yeah, Devil's Night, it's a Tuesday night pay-per-view. There will be no Wednesday show that week, as Wednesday is Halloween. So you'll have to make do with Tuesday night, and then we're going to do a special Thursday night show that week as well, November 1st. So let's get on with the matches here. So again, get your votes in if you're in chat. If you're kind of lurking, feel free to join the fun. Locke voting for Freddy. All right, so we have, and Sarah is going to pick Jason. All right, so welcome to the stream, Sarah. So kicking things off in this House of Horrors match, we have Zinder, the barefoot assassin. This was chosen by Sarah last week. This was Sarah's selection. Yes, I think it was. I could be wrong. So some big matches tonight. We have 4 championships on the line tonight. And yes, these championships, whoever is the champion, will carry over into the 2K19 game. So don't worry. If you're a champ, you'll remain champ. Not going to do anything crazy like vacate all the belts. Although I should. Our next entrant here is Michael Myers of the Halloween franchise, if you don't know. And if you don't know, where have you been? As mentioned before, when we've seen him, I am looking forward to the new film. Are you? Mikey said, hey gang, let's do it. Welcome, Mikey. Get your votes in. We have Jason, Freddy, Mike Myers, and Zinder in this opening contest. So you're just in time. You have an opportunity to vote along. And then Rob says, my favorite, Mr. Mike Myers. It's the one that started the whole slasher genre, at least put it mainstream. Back in 1978. Fun fact for you kiddos. So yes, 40 years. Craziness. 40 years. Our next entry here. The King of Nightmares. Just a word of advice, never sleep again. iRob says I was -7. Don't think that's how it works. T-, 7 years. Yeah, indeed it was before my time as well. But that's okay. Ooh. Guy doesn't like anyone here. I'm booing at everybody. And our final of the 4 entrants in this opening contest. Again, get your votes in now, Mikey, if you want to play along. We have Jason here, which of course is Sarah's pick. iRob went with Zinder. Andrea and Locksteady went with Freddie. So, Mike, if you want to shake it up and go for Mike Myers, no one has voted for him yet. iRob says we should have a DP this week. There might be one in your match. Mikey voting for Jason. All right. I'm hoping that's what you meant by that there. iRob says, I know everyone missed them last week. You had the week off last week, Rob, didn't you? Now you're doing double duty. You're in 2 matches tonight. I did say duty. Four-way Battle Royal opening contest here. NAW, week 22. Mikey changed his vote. He said, going with Mike Myers here, right at the last second. Counts, though. He made it. Freddie going right after Mike Myers, though. On the apron already. Not a good place to be. Rob says that's why they missed them. Indeed. We might have double DPs. DDPs. You get it? It's me. It's me. No. I'm done. Jason going after Zinder. Meanwhile, Myers reversing back on Freddie. In control of this thing here. Of course, we're all counting down to my favorite day of the year, if that's that being Halloween. If you didn't know by now. Big rights from Zinder. Right kick. Kick to the midsection. Chopping him down like a tree. Elbow strike. Myers just taking damage. In the corner now. Meanwhile, Freddie versus Jason. On the bottom there. How perfect. iRob says the pay-per-view is on my kiddo's birthday. Indeed it is. We'll have to give birthday shout-outs. Freddie versus Jason is done. Now we have Myers versus Freddie. Taking him down, of course. No one eliminated yet. This is a battle royal over the top rope they go, and they are out. Winner is the last one remaining in the ring. And of course, when both feet touch the floor. Jason taunting. He doesn't seem like the charismatic type, but trying to get the crowd on his side. Picking up Zinder now. Looking to eliminate him. Will Jason do it? Meanwhile, Freddie working on Mike Myers. Clothesline. Myers is still in this thing, though. Holding on at the last second. Spinning back fist. Spinning heel kick. Elbow strikes. Chopping Jason down. Jason reversing out of this. When does Jason ever taunt? I mean, he may have at one point, but he just doesn't strike me as the type. Jason facing elimination here. Up and over, but holds on. Mike Myers now taunting. Jason pulling back into this thing. Amazing, no one has been eliminated yet. Jason in the corner, precarious position. This could be the end. Zinder looking to eliminate Freddy. Freddy is out, and he said that he's the only one that really taunts his victims. Indeed, Irod. Jason holding on. 3 down in this match. 3 to go. Well, 2 to eliminate. Freddy's first one out. So Andrea Locksteady not scoring points in this opening contest. Someone had voted for everyone, so someone will get points in this first contest, but who will it be? Belly to belly from Mike Myers. Setting up what looks to be his finisher here. What would be his finisher? Apparently it's a form of a Michinoku. Setting up for another. Meanwhile, Jason stopping this, though, saving Zinder. Clothesline, keeping him in the ring, though. The objects to get him out. Luthez press from Jason. Yeah, there are no blades. There's no weapons. There should be weapons in this match. Unfortunately not, though. Setting up for a high risk. What's he planning on doing here? Frowns him. Sets him up for finisher. Myers stopping it, though. Payback. Up and over. Wearing down his opponent. Jason's been eliminated. We're down to the final 2 here in this opening contest. Mike Myers with Mikey's vote there, and Zinder with Irob's vote. Who will take this? Irob says crown. Lands an elbow strike. Reverses. Big right. Up and over and out. Zinder wins the opening contest, scoring Irob the first point of the show tonight. Congratulations. Those are House of Horror icons here. And Zinder. Rob says I have more points than I had last week. Yeah, you didn't get any right, I don't believe. So it's more interesting tonight because there's more than 5 fights. There's 6. Mikey says that was a fun match. Gotta love the battle royals with the House of Horrors. Mikey, cheers. Hip hip. Thanks for the cheers, buddy. Of course, if you cheer, you become eligible for the Twitch Championship on our show. So if you have never cheered, you definitely want to do that to participate. Boo, put on shoes, says Locksteady. Our next contest here is the DNA Tag Team Championship. The challengers, Gravity Well and Irob versus Rabbit and Desi. Get your votes in now. Irob getting his vote in, voting for himself. Andrew? Andrew also voting for Gravity Well and Irob. Mikey also voting for Gravity Well Irob. Locksteady says 5 below to retain. Irob says, did Rabbit wear protection this time? Can you make put cups on the people in this game? I don't think that was a clothing option. Our second contest this evening, 2 of 6. Tag Team Championships. So if you haven't got your votes in now, make sure to get them in. For everyone that is here, I think the only one that didn't vote on that one is Sarah, if you want to get your vote in. She is, so 5 below as well. The challengers here, of course, Team 4XO. One half of them is the Twitch champion, that being Irob, who will be defending that belt against a debuting talent later this evening. TC, their character's name is Seth. So we'll see if they do well against Irob. We don't know what they're going to be like. That's coming up later tonight in the show. And then, of course, the other half of the 4XO tag team is Gravity Well. Irob says that belt looks good. Could use another, though. And then coming out next, the reigning, defending, undisputed, unified DNA Tag Team Champions of NAW. It's a mouthful. We have Team 5 below, who of course is Phoenix and Rabbit. Irob says double dose of the DPS. Or the DPs. Comfy. I'm being kicked. Yeah. Of course, this is what it's for right here, the championship gold. The winner out of this one would be the Tag Team Champions, either new or still. Enough of obvious remarks. Let's get to the action here. Irob says you call them whatever you want, they're effective. I mean, for the most part, you are a Twitch champion, so you're partly correct. Let's see if they're effective here in this matchup. Of course, the challengers here. Getting booed. Apparently. And the defending champions here.
Why does Rabbit look like he smells something stinky?
Stinky Rabbit? Well, maybe it's Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's just the burning smell.
Maybe somebody farted.
Somebody could have farted. Who knows? Ref coming to take away the belts as they're on the line.
He smells something stinky too.
And maybe they're all farting. It could be. Irob says Rabbit has a target on his pants. What happened?
Did you see your sweatshirt freak out?
No, did it? Glitchy, glitchy. So this is a traditional tag team match. We don't see this very often. We normally see the tornado rules or special rules. So we're going to get a little bit of old school traditional tag team action. Vintage, if you will. Starting off right now in the advantage is 4XO with, of course, Irob on Rabbit. Interesting note here, though. Rabbit branding the NOW, as is Gravity Well. So I'm not sure what that means yet. We've seen that start to pop up in the shows. We don't know if this is a clothing line or a statement they're trying to make. I really don't know yet. Irob says Michael Cole. vintage. And yes, I will say vintage TC in his debut tonight. Just to be really annoying. In control of this contest now is Five Below with Rabbit there. Wearing down his opponent's face with a legal little face rake there. Surprised the ref is letting this go. Gravity Well looking for a tag. Rabbit blocking it though, not allowing it to happen. Yelling at Amy on the outside of the ring there though. Being distracted. Allowing IROB to recover a little bit here. And get the advantage back. Goes for the suplex, however Rabbit reverses out of it. Running knee strike taking him down. Bones says future NAW tag team. Possibly. There's a chair in the ring now. The ref does not see it yet. A disqualification would not be a way to win the titles here. However, it would be a way to retain for the champions. So that's not a bad plan if they choose to take that path. I would not recommend it, but tag out here. Gravity Well in the match for the first time. So a healthy Gravity Well with the code breaker on Rabbit, dropping him down. Tagging back in IROB. That was a quick exchange there. Gravity Well with the chair though. Throwing it down in front of Rabbit. Maybe trying to get him to use it. Again, not the brightest way though, because of disqualification. The titles will not change hands. Kick to the midsection. Knee strike to the face, dropping him down. Wearing down his opponent. The ref finally caught the chair and tossed it out. Said, no, I thought he did. He looked like he went for something. Ref's still ignoring it. Tag out. Gravity Well's in the match again. Rabbit's still not back to his feet. Leg drop. The ref found the chair this time and looks like he actually got it outside the ring. Bravo, ref. Gravity Well going high risk. Lands more than a 450 rotation. Reverses out of it. Punches to the midsection. To a sweep. Down to his face to the canvas. Looks to be setting up a finisher here though on Gravity Well. This could be the beginning of the end of this match. Into a curb stomp. Lands it. Gravity Well is down. 620 senton, Rob said, was that flip maneuver. It's a lot of rotations. Pinfall attempt here. 1, 2, 2 count. He kicks out. They still have a chance here. Rabbit looking to tag out. Healthy opponent now, Phoenix. Against Gravity Well in the ring. Phoenix looking to go high risk. Rabbit tried to start, IROB trying to stop that out of midair. Fans not liking that. German suplex. Gravity Well crawling now. Setting up a submission lock. Wrenching on his arm. Fans are displeased with the action here. They don't know who to cheer for. Phoenix celebrating that suplex. Bones says Gravity Well's a bum. Can't even take off his hat. No respect for the ring. IROB says tag me already. Sweeping the leg down. Phoenix is down. Gravity Well back in control. But how healthy is he here? Phoenix being the healthiest in this match. A variant of a sidewalk slam there. Could be best to tag in IROB, but Gravity Well's not going for it. Instead, he's going for a pinfall. There's no way he gets the pinfall here. Yeah. Too soon, too healthy. Begging his opponent to stand here. Setting up what looks to be his finisher. Will he land it on him, though? Sets it up. Pile driver. Down. Will it be enough, though, here? Pulling him away from the ropes to avoid a rope break. Doing the pinfall. Goes for the pinfall. 2 count. Kicks out at 2. Still anyone's contest here. IROP says cradle. Dropping him on the ropes. Rabbit looking desperately for a tag in. Hot tag. Gets it. Rabbit in this thing. Drop kick there. Misses the clothesline. European uppercut drops him. Changing him into the middle there. Not sure what that was for. Tagging out. IROB, fresher opponent here for Rabbit. What will we see? Slamming his head down to the mat. God. Just insult to injury with that. Eye poke. Dick punch. Dropping Rabbit. Ref is allowing this. Taunting now as he puts his face over the mouth of Rabbit. Smothering him. His foot, rather. IROB says yes. Very pleased with the GTS there. Inseguri. Pinfall attempt. Could it be enough? New champions. Phoenix missed that one. He did not get there in time. Unbelievable. Locksteady says, how was that legal? The ref didn't stop it. Phoenix could not get there on time. Unbelievable. IROB scoring his 2nd point of the night. 2 for 2. Andrew scoring a point. And Mikey scoring a point. Congratulations. Unbelievable. This right here is what pretty much determined the match. The DP. IROB says, told you. Effective. Bones says the ref was paid off. Yikes. Controversy and possible conspiracy here in this contest. Was it a legit clean win in this traditional tag match? The former champs could have something to say here next week. I could see a future rematch for sure. CJ says, I'm new here. Can you download my Creator Wrestler, please? Yeah, we're going to be switching over to 2K19 next Wednesday. So if you have a Creator Wrestler, hashtag NAW on the Xbox, and I'll make sure you get added to the roster. So CJ, you can definitely get added, hashtag NAW on the Xbox for 2K19. This is our last week doing 2K18. So, IROB says, I'm the commissioner, indeed. And Bones says they bought those belts. And no problem, CJ. Welcome to the roster. I'll be on the lookout for your character. Our next contest here, especially for you newcomers, if you want to vote along here, rules are simple. Vote on who you think will win. You get 1 point if you're correct. You get the most points at the end of the show. You get to pick a match for the following show. And CJ or Bones here, you can put yourself in the main event picture right away if you get the most correct at the end of the show. So it's a great way to get your character elevated real fast. So congrats. But let's talk about getting the votes in here. We have Andrew on the left and Sarah on the right. Get your votes in now, chat. Hi, Rob, with the first vote. Voting for Andrea. Sarah says, I vote me. Locke voting for Sarah. Mikey voting for Andrea. Locke says, what the crap? What the what? IROBs is telling her not to let me down. I'm confused here. Oh, his smiles. His typo. That's a weird one. Who we missing? Who we missing? Andrew, you voted for yourself, right? Okay. And Bones or CJ, if you want to vote along, feel free to. Still early in the night. We have 6 total matches. This is match 3. So if you get everything right from here out, you could potentially tie or even win this thing if others don't do well. So. IROB says you're a manager and don't have Rob with his lady. Rob must be backstage getting ready for his big main event tonight.
Must be the same reason I didn't come out with you guys earlier.
It must be. Locke says also that, Rob. One half of the women's tag team champions, Sister Act. We have here Andrea Lana, who will be debuting that new name in the game next week. So she's rebranding. You got rid of your hair too for your character and the hat. So you'll see a little bit of tweaking in these characters too, starting next week. So you're going to see a little bit of difference. So you're going to want to tune in next week for that, as well as to see, of course, CJ debuting. So excited to see anybody new join. It's always fun. Loxley says, but I couldn't type, was why I said what the crap. Gotcha. I missed that. Honestly, I read your typo as being correct anyway, so I knew what you meant. Don't brand yourself. It's painful. I mean, I suppose. Our women's Twitch and women's champion here is kind of smallish. Of course, aka Sarah. This rivalry has gone on week after week after week. Each have exchanged wins over one another. And here we are, finding themselves facing each other yet again after Andrea winning the #1 contendership match. Bitter rivals, both trying to see who is the best of the women here in NAW. And IROB, indeed, you do now have 2 belts for the time being. You still have your second championship match here this evening. So hold on tightly. Hold on loosely. Locksteady also, yes, you too have 2 belts. Mr. Locksteady, you're the DNA champion and NAW champion. With our large roster, we have so many dual champions right now. Robs are running the show. So that's quite interesting. Maybe we have a shakeup here soon, huh? The challenger here, though, in this one with the fun little headbang. Yikes. Rob is the way to go, says Rob. And of course, here the defending, reigning NAW women's champion. We have aka Sarah, kind of smallish, branding the unicorn. That one person. Uh-oh. Hashtag Wednesday Night Rob. You could call yourselves Mr. NAW. Rob says she whipped her hair back and forth. And yeah, I had to sing it like that. This contest, though, is underway. Championship gold on the line. Who is and will be the better female? A little bit of a lockup here. Pushing back to the ropes. Rolls all of it back and forth. Spears her, dropping Andrea. Raising a fist hanger there. Drop kick. That had to hurt. Rolling out of the ring to recover from that one is Sarah. Running back in the ring. Strikes to the head. The pacing of this one, though, both being very cautious. Andrea used the DP, says Rob. Dropping her onto the mat. Sarah in control.
I don't think Sarah has a DP.
Kind of smallish, says Gravity. Better not cheat again tonight. Do no such thing. I am just making sure my wife is, supported for her match. I stand by her side. No cheating. You didn't wear heels in your new character, did you? No, you changed, you tweaked some things. Twist of Fate dropping Andrea. Uh-oh. The ref is being distracted here, though. The ref has been distracted. Fortunately, no heel tactics were used besides the distraction. Andrea playing it clean here in this championship match. She doesn't want to get disqualified. Reversing out of that with an elbow to the face. That's going to leave a swollen nose. Shades of Scott Hall here. Could not land it though, reversing out of it. IROB says it was my sexy body distracting the ref. I was whipping my hair back and forth. Exploder. Andrea's setting up Sarah there for a finisher of her own. Could she land it? Kick to the midsection. Lands it. Is it enough, though, to take out the champ? Two. Not enough here. Champion. Fighting champion. Desi says, kick her in the balls. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Great film. High risk. Misses. Oh, that ass. So hard on the ground. God. Stay down, says IROB. Setting her up. Drop kick to the side there. So what is this fantasy league? Welcome to the show. It just is that. CPU. You vote on who you think will win. If you want to be part of the roster and you're on an Xbox, hashtag NAW. I'll download you. We're starting 2K19 next week. That's the basics here. Join us every Wednesday on this Twitch channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the basics are you vote. You get it right, you get a point. Most points at the end of the show, you get to decide a match on the next show. Other than that, enjoy the fun. Moonsault here from kind of smallish into a pinfall attempt. Could it be enough? It is. Retaining the championship. And still, of course, with that comment, champion Sarah. Sarah scoring her first point this evening, as is Locksteady. Congratulations for getting on the board. The scorers right now, IROB with 2, Andrea, Mikey, Sarah, and Locke with 1. IROB leading the show. IROB also says, damn it, Andrea. So that was the third of 6 matches tonight. We're halfway through. And again, leading is IROB. You let me down again, says IROB. Locksteady with the woo! And of course, speaking of woo, we're going to be playing the woo edition. Kind of smallish with the cheers. Hip, hip. Of course, if you cheer as well, you can be on the board for eligibility for the Twitch Championship here, which is actually coming up next for the men. There's also a female one. So if you're a female or a lady out there watching NAW, first of all, thank you. How you doing? Secondly, you can get on the board to be eligible for the female Twitch Championship too. And everyone say hello to our newcomers. We have 3 joining us tonight so far. But our latest one is Jarl. I don't know if I said that right. But Jay, we'll call you Jay. Everyone shout out. Welcome them to our channel here. Tell your friends. Tell your family. NAW is for real. For life. So celebrating her retaining gold. The unstoppable kind of smallish here. Moving on to our next contest. If you want to vote along, welcome to the Strand. Sarah, welcome everyone. Our next contest, but wait, we have a face that we haven't seen in a while. Looks like they're going to come out to address NAW. And of course, that face is Henry. Arab says she's had that forever. Indeed. So that is a fun fact. Kind of smallish voting for Henry. You're not wrong with that vote. Unfortunately, a promo. It's not eligible for voting. So fun facts. Kind of smallish. We're on episode 22 this week. Kind of smallish has had the belt, the women's gold there, since episode 10. She is our longest reigning champion here in NAW. And there have only been 3 women's champions. Kate, episode 1. Andrea, episode 3. and kind of smallish episode 10. So, TC, welcome to the show. Just in time, your match is up next. Wow. Little heel heat there. Kind of smallish says, look, maybe if the other ladies would get good. Damn. Harsh words. Being a competitor in NAW means always being your best, and I think it's safe to say that when you're talking about the best, I'm in a category of my own. No offense to the other superstars, but there isn't a single person around here I can't defeat. And I'm out here tonight because there's something I want to say and everyone needs to hear it. TC says, sorry I'm late, didn't get a notification. No worries, you're just in time. Your match is next. I've been part of the NAW for some time now, and things are never easy around here. There's so many superstars in the back that I respect, some I don't. And others I still can't quite figure out. I pretty much fought all of them. Win or lose, I've proven that I can stand toe-to-toe with every single one of them. From the 5-foot cruiserweights to the 7-foot monsters. Sorry, was it? Look at the ratings when I'm on television. Check social media. I'm on Top Trend. I've got it. That thing, that intangible that people always point out when they talk about the greats. It's not just about winning matches, which I do. It's going really fast. Slow down. If anyone in the back wants to step up and see what I'm really about, walk down that aisle and get in this ring. I'm itching to prove why I believe I'm the best superstar in the NAW, whether management believes it or not. I believe it, Henry. I believe in you. TC says, Henry talking trash. I've got the whole NAW universe behind me and nothing but opportunity in front of me. Crowd on his side. So welcome back, Henry. We haven't seen you in a little while. We can see him being booked in a match next week. Speaking of booking matches, just to remind you, the person with the most points at the end of the show gets to book a match. Any match of their choosing for the next show. But coming up next, so get ready, chatters, because it's voting time. Our next contest, debuting Seth Meyers versus iRob for the Twitch Championship in a last man standing match. Get your votes in now. iRob with the first vote, voting for himself. iRob, of course, in the lead with the most correct votes tonight with 2. Who are you going to vote for here in this match? TC voting himself.
I'll vote for Rob.
Andrew voting for Rob. So TC making their debut. Mikey voting for Rob here. It's very rare that we have a championship contest for debuting superstars, but iRob was all for it. Sarah voting for TC, Jay voting for Rob, Locke voting for Rob, and 3 cheers for the new guy, so Sarah. So Sarah's got your back. So that's the basis of the basic rules here on NAW. Just chat along, vote who you think will win. You get it right, you get a point. It's that simple. iRob says he wanted to experience the DP. Who am I to deny such a request? TC says, thanks, Sarah. I hope to make you proud. Their debut here on episode 22 of NAW. The man we know very little about so far. Hiding under a mask as well. We have TC. Who is this mysterious wrestler making their debut? I'm sure we're going to find out in the weeks to come here. So just yet another reason that you don't want to miss the action every single week on NAW. And of course, if you do miss a live show, you can always find us on YouTube at youtube.com/doseofnerdacumen. We have an archive playlist of every single one of our shows. So for an example like UTC, anyone else joining us here tonight, Jay as a newcomer, you can catch any of our old shows, catch up with all the action, and see what this is all about. on our YouTube channel. We have all 21 episodes so far there available. And every 5 episodes, we do a pay-per-view event. So you can catch up on all the action, all the history of NAW. Locke says you got to keep hashtag Wednesday Night Rob and dual belts alive. And of course, the Twitch champion. And TC found out last week how you can become eligible for it. You just cheers us with your cheers. All it takes is one, and you're eligible for that very belt right there. TC did it, and Rob accepted the challenge for the newcomer. And here we are. Of course, Rob never putting down a request as far as defending his belt. He is a fighting champion and wants to prove why he needs to be the Twitch champion here in this contest. Rob says, fighting champ, baby. Indeed. We'll see if he can put up a fight, though. This is very risky, going against someone brand new that you don't know much about. The one question that I have, though, will we see the heelish tactics continue with the DPs? TC says, I hope to win. That'd be an amazing and impressive debut. Definitely a way to make a name for yourself here. And that's what it's all for, the Twitch Championship. IROB says, always, man, cheat to win. So who is this person under the mask? The crowd is just yelling tonight. Too many drinks. That's funny. Not wanting to let go of his belt there. He does surrender it to the ref, though. It could be the last time he wears it around his waist. IROB says they love me. Ref holding it up. That's what it's for. How bad you want it, TC. How bad you want to keep it, IROB. Let's find out here. Last man standing. It's about to begin. Micah says that Brock Lesnar trying to come to NAW and sit on a belt for a year or two. IROB says it's so pretty. TC says I want it bad. Starting off in control is TC's character Seth here. We'll see how dominant his character is. And it's not pinfall to win. It is keep your opponent down. Punish them until they can't get up and answer to the 10 count. We could see some carnage here in this one. This is by no means a friendly contest. Trying to Irish whip into the ropes, bouncing off. They meet in the middle, though, bouncing off each other. Back and forth. IROB in control of that one. Kicks to the back. IROB says, I'm always friendly. I mean, if you consider what you do friendly, it might be overly friendly. Right to the face, though, with the mask. Does that help him out here in this contest? How much padding and how much does the mask help him in this contest? Like, what kind of favor are we seeing? Elbow strike to the lower spine. Big rights there. Dropping IROB down. Seth in control of this. Landing knee strikes to his spine. Definitely focusing on his back here in this. That is a great way to incapacitate your opponent and make sure they don't stand back up, is injuring their back. Knee strike, dropping Seth now. IROB back in control. Standing up, landing another knee strike. We have our first 10 count beginning in this contest. We're at 5. There's no way. Did not think so. 7 count, he answered it though. And we have a little bit, wow, DP action. Dirty heelish tactics, unbelievable. What are these stats? Everyone should be balanced at 100, so if you're not at 100, I will up you to 100 to make it even across the board. So really no one has advantages other than moveset advantages. TC says, you bastard. Answers to the 10 count at 8 though. TC still in this thing. Clothesline. Still anyone's match here. TC says, no, don't lose. You're still in it. Rob now. Five count so far. It's 7. Answers it at 8. Both men are already exhausted. Setting him up. GTS into it looks like an enziguri. Lands the enziguri. Rob says I was in shock that DP didn't put him out. 10 count here. TC says no. We're at 7. Get up. This is TC. 9. My gosh. Talk about suspense. Gets up at 9, but the Rob kicks him back down to start the count all over again. We're at 5. TC says yes to him getting back up, but unfortunately right back down. Rob says he wants another. Back up. He gets knocked down. But he gets up again. You're never going to keep me down. A little bit of Chumbawamba. I get knocked down. Nobody. Come on, says TC. It's 7. Answers at 8. Rob kicking him again. Looked like he had a few choice words here. Oh, kick to the midsection. What's up, Blind Space? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome to NAW. Thanks for joining us here. We're in a Twitch Championship match. If you're just joining us, last man standing. We have TC here debuting, and then Rob the champion. 7 count. Rob just toying with him. At 9, kicks him and gets him back down again. Unbelievable. Rob says, just stay down, it'll hurt less. This is just painful to watch here. Nine gets back up, but Rob keeps kicking him down. Rob helping him back up, though, here. TC reversing. He has life back in him, but Rob back in control. Wait, TC reverses into a wrestling leg sweep, taking down Rob. Unbelievable. He still has fight in him. Rob now down for the count. Jay with the cheers. 5 cheers. Hip, hip. Thanks for the cheers points. You are now eligible for this very belt. So we definitely want to get your character on here because you're a contender now. So welcome to the ranks of the Twitch Championship here in NAW. Blind says, are you on PS4? We're on Xbox One. Kicks now. We're trading what was just happening. Seth in control. Kick to the midsection. Jay wants in for the beauty, says Irob. So Blind, yeah, if you're on PS4 and you want your character on here, send us some information. We can try to create your character from like a screenshot. If you find us on Facebook, Nerd Acumen Wrestling, we can try to recreate you. It's usually easier to download, but we'd love to have more people. Jay says, no, I don't have the game or Xbox. Well, right on. You can vote along, and if you want to change the course of action or screw people over and have fun with the show, you can do that too. So, Irob now saying no, as he's getting counted to 10. We're at 7. Irob getting up here, though. TC returning these favors of these kicks, keeping him down. Irob fighting to get back up to his feet, and does. TC reversing out of it, slams him down. With a yes and a no, and a yes and a no for all the people in this match. Irob and TC. Both wanting their people to win desperately. 10 count again begins here with Irob. Irob gets back up. Unbelievable. TC says, you got this, Seth. Irob fighting, getting back to his feet. Sus up a combination. What is he going to go for? Going for a elbow strike, a little leg lock, and elbow strike to his head. I mean, I guess that's some damage you can do, but will that be enough to incapacitate your opponent? I don't know. Helps him up to his feet, though. Sets up a scoop slam into a driver. Gets the 10 count started on that. We're at 5. Gets back up at 8. The fighting spirit of both these competitors. Big right from TC. Fighting out of it is Rob. TC back in the middle, though. Picking him up. Where is he taking him? Into the ropes. TC getting taken on an emotional journey here in this chat tonight. Getting up at 8. Most counts ever, indeed. Tisa says, my heart. Oh my God. He's done it. Rob gave up and could not answer the call. We have a new Twitch champion in their debut. Seth Myers. Congratulations. Sarah scoring her second point, tying with Irob and TC. Getting your first championship and your first point here on the show. Congratulations. TC says, screw you, Rob. The showmanship and respect. Good sportsmanship right there. Way to go, TC, says Sarah, also getting the point obviously here. Irob is disgusted and says, I could not get it up after kicking the back. TC says, yes. Lockstay says, Rob, why you do this? This was no time for a nap. Irob says, after everything else. But congrats are in order for Seth Myers making their debut and winning in their first ever contest in the last man standing, the Twitch Championship. Congratulations. TC says I kicked your ass early in the match. So congrats. We have 2 more contests left here tonight. We have our next one here, an Extreme Rules contest. Brett versus Nightbot. Hilarious. iRob says, I'll be back. iRob says I punched you in the dick. iRob voting for Brett here. Get your votes in now, chat. Brett or Nightbot? He's not. Balls of steel, baby, says TC. It's funny. So no Brett tonight here in chat. TC voting for Brett. So yes, for the non-regular viewers, Nightbot, if you're familiar with Twitch, you've probably heard of Nightbot. Well, we created Nightbot here, and the reason we created him is because a lot of people were spamming caps or doing things in chat and getting timed out. So a lot of people hated Nightbot, so I figured it was appropriate that we create him so people can kick his ass. Long story short. Jay with Nightbot. Mikey with Brett. Nightbot can S my D, says Mikey. Brett needs the redemption. So Locke is voting for Brett, I'm assuming there. Yep. Has some padding, I think. TC says I had a steel cup on. Still going back and forth about the dick punch. Pre-planned. Did we get kind of smallish's vote yet? And who else do we not have? TC says they pre-planned, so they must have done their homework and heard about you. Smart tactics. Sarah voting for Nightbot. TC says I downloaded his character. iRob is available for download. It's okay, I shall come back and DP harder next time. Things are in this chat. I tell you. And Brett's opponent here, the infamous, notorious, no caps, Mr. Nightbot. iRob says I love it all. All of it. The pickles. TC says I'll face plant you again. I'm sensing a rivalry beginning here. Definitely going to want to tune in next Wednesday here to see how the iRob TC rivalry continues. Especially because they're debuting 2K19 with new match types, new looks for characters, new everything. New world order. Nanu. New Twitch champ, baby. iRob says you need characters to make it fun. My bot's so weird.
It's even like overly dramatic character.
Yeah, why is he so weird? Who made him? Some weirdo. And this contest is Extreme Rules, and it's beginning now. We'll see what kind of tactics. It'd be interesting to he's caught on the rope there. That's funny. So the man that enforces policy and rules immediately goes after a ladder. I mean, I guess it is part of the matchup here, but it's just kind of funny. IROB says he's tall. IROB still has a belt, so it's not a total loss. Heart punch. Hadouken. Brett here with the knee strikes, trying to take out Nightbot. Brett here from championship reigns to having to face Nightbot. So, oh, how the mighty have fallen. TC trying to make a truce. We both have a belt now. Nightbot getting out of that grapple. The size difference between these two. And Brett's not one of our shorter characters either. Nightbot's just a monster. Pinfall attempt, first one in the matchup. Kicks out. Into the ropes. Big boot dropping Brett. Kicks to the midsection now. A little bit of punt, if you will. Reversing out of that. Into a sweep, dropping him. Ban him, Nightbot, says Jay. Made the cat jump in that one. Into what it looks to be one of his signature pile drivers. Lands it. Laying him out. Friendly rivals. Brett setting up a finisher already. Lands it. TC says thanks, good match in regards to his pinfall attempt here. Kicks out at 2. Ooh. Begging him to stand. Rolls away from that one into a clothesline, dropping him. With the ladder. He's almost as tall as the ladder. Striking Brett with the ladder now. IROB says stay down, Nightbot. Missing with that strike. Missing with that strike. Missing with that strike. Landing with that one. Missing with that strike. Nightbot is just terrible. Lands that one. Setting up pile driver of his own. Lands the tombstone. Will he pin Brett here? Gets it. Nightbot with the win. Jay and Sarah scoring points here. Sarah pulling into the lead with 3. Jay scoring their first points here in the show. Congrats to both of you. IROB says he's too tall, can't reach the mat. Good job, AI. We get a little bit of motor count action. TC, am I the first person in NAW history to win a title in their debut match? Yes and no. So the first show, each of the contests were for a championship, so technically all of them were debuting on that first show, but you were the first person after that debut show to debut and win a championship. So you hold that accolade. Can't keep my eyes open, guys, says Mikey. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us, Mikey. Get some Z's, buddy. And cheers for Mikey on his way out. Hip, hip. Take care, buddy. So yes, TC, you hold that accolade, but the debut contests, or debut episode 1, we had to crown champions. So on a technicality, yes and no, to answer your question. But Nightbot getting the win here in this Extreme Rules matchup against Brett. And indeed, the mighty have fallen, and they have fallen hard. Nightbot censoring Brett. Lock says, see ya, Mikey. But up next, the most important match of the evening to these 4. Championship gold is on the line in a fatal 4-way elimination contest for Locksteady's NAW Championship. We have Raven Knight, Antonio, Patrick, and Locksteady starting from the left to the right. Again, that is Raven, Antonio, Patrick, and Locksteady. Get your votes in now. iRob voting for Locksteady. Or other Rob. Get your votes in now, chat. This is the main event of the evening. It's a fatal forward.
Oh, wow. He's the only one watching.
Yep. TC also going with Lock. Jay with the dude that I got kids shirt. So Lock steady. Lock says I'm keeping my belt. iRob says don't let me down. I need to pick a match. So get your votes in now, chat. This is the main event of the evening. TC says, who am I facing next week? Not sure yet. It's dependent on who wins this week, on how they book that single match. If they don't pick you in that match, you'll have to find out throughout the next few days on our Facebook page. Sarah voting for Lock here. So we make all the announcements if you're on social media, facebook.com/groups/Nerd Acumen Wrestling, or just search for Nerd Acumen Wrestling on Facebook. You'll find us. Join the group unless you are already in there. And that's where we post the upcoming contests. So it's the best way to stay up to date. And of course, we air live every single Wednesday here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you can't get enough of the action during the live shows, again, you can check us out on YouTube. All of our stuff is archived. Tight Pants Tony, says iRob. So Antonio, so the people in this match are coming from number one contenders matches, from Locksteady winning the general manager for a day at the pay-per-view 2 episodes ago. He determined 2 contests that would ultimately determine number one contenders, which one of them was Antonio here, our first entrant. The second winner was Patrick here. Those two would face Locksteady in a triple threat match. It was all nice, organized, and planned for a triple threat for Locksteady. And then the odds got worse for him because Raven showed up last week out of nowhere, making his return to NAW, and won with the most votes, and decided he wanted to put himself in the title picture. So Raven inserted himself, making it a 4-way elimination match here for the NAW Championship. So that's a little bit of history on how we got to a 4-way match here over the past 2 weeks. So as you can see, if you get the most votes right in an episode, you can change the course of the whole title picture in a plan that somebody else had when they had won their previous show. iRob says, did I win yet? No. The next entrant here in this contest is Raven Knight, one half of the former tag team Miller Time, who were some of the most dominant contenders in the early days of NAW in our first few episodes, winning not only tag team championship gold, but also for his tag team partner, Not So Silent Bob, winning NAW championship gold, being one of our 4 champions for the NAW belt. We'll see if Raven here could join his brother of the Elite, being one of the few to win it. iRob says everyone voted for Rob, so I'm guaranteed. Alright, iRob, you are not in the lead, buddy. You're at 2. Sarah has 3. So you're guaranteed to not win. If Rob wins this, Sarah wins. If Rob loses this, Sarah wins. So, don't know what to say. But what I do know, you're reigning, defending NAW champion and DNA champion is making their entrance now. TC, indeed, you do have one. Correct. Rob says, so I can't count. Yeah. Rob, you got the first two right, and you haven't got any right since. So you're only at 2. If you get this one right, you're at 3. But Sarah also voted for Rob here. She is currently at 3. I'm giving her 4. I need to crack my back. I know, I slouch. I need to get a better chair to sit in. What was that? What was that? What'd you say? Rob says, yeah, I got it. I'm horrible at picking. I mean, I didn't... Yeah, Andrea's same boat, she says, and counting. I didn't get any right, if it makes you feel better. But I can't vote. So. Excuse me. That right there is what's on the line, the NAW Championship. This is a 4-way elimination match. Pinfall or submission. Not over the top rope. So different than our opening contest here. And this match is underway. Right off the bat, Antonio tying up a Raven. Patrick with lock steady getting thrown up and over and out of the ring onto the floor. Choke attempt on the outside. Lock steady getting choked out by Patrick. Patrick desperately wanting this belt. Has been chasing it for weeks. Will this be his time? Antonio also has had several chances here. Will it be his time? And Locksteady being the champion, he's been no stranger to the main event picture with his rivalries with Brett. Will he retain, and will we see the era of Locksteady continue? Or will we see the random return of Raven take out everyone here and claim his crown and explain maybe why he was gone for a while and see how long his return will be? Or will we see him take the belt and pull a Brock Lesnar and not show up ever? TC says, I wish I could afford WWE 2K19. It is a great game. I wish you could afford it too. If you stream, maybe we can help you out watching your streams and cheer during one of yours. Let us know. Save up your cheers points. Raven doing work on Antonio on the inside there. With the spear, though, reversing out of that. Meanwhile, on the outside, Locksteady going back and forth with Patrick, finding the elbow strikes. Raven on his feet, belly to belly. Kicks now to Raven. Working on his right arm. Patrick reversing out of Locksteady's moves here. Can we see, let's see, Raven. Does he land it? Antonio lands it. Does not go in for the pin, though, with that. Now he's going for a pinfall attempt here. 2 count, kicks out. TC says I stream whenever, and I stream several games. Well, we'll give you a follow and see if we can help you out. Get there. Pinfall attempt on the outside. Locksteady has been pinned and eliminated. No one is getting their pick right in this contest, and we are guaranteed a new NAW champion here. Antonio is out. We are down to 2 already. Raven and Patrick are the 2 remaining. Unbelievable. TC says no. Raven reversing out of that, goes for a pinfall. Kicks out at 1, though. Patrick is still in this. Patrick with a bit of a comeback. But wait. Raven. Military press. Drops him. Locksteady says rugged. Not sure what rugged is. Rigged. Oh, gotcha. A little bit of a recliner there into a slam. Stands up Patrick. Drops him with the leg drop there. Backbreaker. TC says I'll be getting a PayPal soon so people can donate. Yeah, that'll definitely help. Even my typing is locked steady. Raven with a big right hand dropping Patrick. Is it enough? Kicks out at 2. Patrick still in this thing, fighting to stay alive. Oh, busts him open with that right hand, though. This could be the end of Patrick. Irish whip in the corner. Let's see. What's he going to set up? Putting him on the top rope. Going high risk. Choke slam to the middle of the ring. Wrenching on his arm now. Into another recliner. Trying to get him to tap out. Will he do it, though? No, he refuses to tap. Still in this. Standing him up. Another knockout punch there. Gets back up. Says, sir, may I have another? Into the corner, turnbuckle. Right into the pole with his shoulder here. The fighting spirit of Patrick. Oh no, TC, definitely promote your stuff, man. This is a great platform to do it. Patrick with the tombstone setup. Could this be the end of Raven here? Pinfall attempt. Is it enough? Lands it. New NAW champion. Patrick has won the belt he has been chasing for weeks now. Congratulations are in order here for Patrick. Unbelievable action we saw here. Raven trying to insert themselves back into the title picture. Unfortunately comes up short. Patrick taking out Locksteady and Raven here to win this thing. Unbelievable action. Survives those knockout punches. I can't believe he got up from those. Unbelievable. So congratulations, Patrick. The belt is yours. Well, everyone, this has been Locksteady says congratulations, I guess. This has been Nerd Acumen Wrestling. Again, if you're new to the show, I appreciate you checking this out. Hope to see you again for our next episode next Wednesday. It's always fun to have new people, and congratulations to our newest member, TC, here on the roster, winning a belt. Awesome job. So if you want to see their stuff, you can click on TC's handle there and follow their channel. Sounds like they do several streams as well. So give them a follow, and we hope to see them continue to do well here in NAW. But again, you can catch this every single Wednesday right here on Dose of Nerd Acumen's Twitch, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on all the action, get event invites, all the latest details, upcoming matches, and various things. Of course, Sarah, before we go, you are the winner of tonight with the 3 picks. Even though you didn't win the last match, you still won the most of the evening. So Sarah, get your match in. If you don't have it ready now, you can always reach out to me. For this Friday, we do a weekly show called The Weekly Dosage as a group. Rabbit and Locksteady and myself, as well as special guest Andrew Alana, are going to be playing Resident Evil 7 VR. It's our weekly dosage, episode 54. And again, we do that every Friday at 8:30 p.m. right here as a group. And then our other regular show, of course, is NAW every Wednesday here. So again, if you like what you see, subscribe, give us a follow. Head on over to YouTube to check out all of our archived episodes, including every episode that Rabbit has ever done, Andrew has ever done, Sarah's ever done, myself. Everything, every weekly dosage, every NAW. Over 250 videos at your fingertips anytime. So head on over to YouTube for that. But, wow, Sarah has it already. Sarah, main event next week. You heard it here first. Ladies, Elimination Chamber for the Twitch Championship. Impressive. That will be your main event for next week, so you don't want to miss it. So you probably will also see TC in action here. You'll possibly also see some angry rebuttal from Locksteady losing his belt. And everything Lock is everything. I said everybody, Lock, Rabbit. You heard me. Check out our stuff. But thank you all for joining us for another episode. We will see you on Friday night, 8:30. And until next time, take care.